Good morning, welcome to this happy hump day, this Wednesday morning. It's about mid-morning, I'd say 9:15. I woke up late. I'm letting the fitness sink in. That's what we call it when we work hard for a couple of days and then take a day off. Yesterday I had a really hard day. The day before that I just played a hockey game, so it was kind of like a day off. But previously it was like all weekend I did a good bike workout, I did a good run, and so Monday I fasted, so I'm trying to get down closer to my race weight because I have 2 races coming up this weekend. Going to Righteous Richland, which is a sprint triathlon, which is going to be pretty fun, and then after that in Lake Whatcom triathlon over in Bellingham. That's an Olympic sized. I apologize for the wind, but I'm going to get through this as best as possible. I was going to go into chapter 4 of my life, which is called The Great Divide, which is the division of family with my mom's side and my dad's side, and them growing apart and being stuck, making the decision and going back and forth between the two, and how that development in my life continued to move forward. But we'll save that for when we have better weather, because I want to talk to you today about something that's really on my mind. I was driving to Yokes, where I typically get my energy drink, because that is my vice of choice. Energy drinks. Sometimes I'll drink 2 a day. Right now I'm on the C4. It used to be Monster, and then it was Bangs for a while, and now C4. The Frost, Purple Frost is pretty good, but then they have the blue one. I don't know what it's called, but I have one of those just about every day, unfortunately. So I hope they're not too terrible for me, and I hope they actually help me more than they hurt me, because that's what I'm going for, fitness and health. But today I'm thinking about being aware and grateful for what your decisions have made and where you have become and who you have become. Meaning that I can sit in my house and Monica could be pissed off yelling, Lydia and Georgia could be just rampaging, stuff could be everywhere, the house could be a mess, and I would be able to sit and be very comfortable as long as I wasn't adding to that frustration, and be content with this awesome life that we have because of where we've put ourselves, because of what we've been going through in order to get there, and just relieved and grateful again for making those choices, either early on or more recent, to be able to be in that position. And I know in the moment you have these really high emotions and you could be stressed out and you could be, but if you take some time to think about how you really got to where you're at, you can relate to the fact that it's not your current environment now, your environment, but your attitude and the way that you feel and the decisions that you've made to get you up to this point that really matter. One thing that's been resonating with me that relates to this is that if it's not going to matter in 5 years, really don't put too much emotion into it. I'm going to repeat that. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, the things that are making you upset, the things that's really irritating you, try really hard to make sure that it doesn't get to you emotionally, doesn't get your goats, so to speak. But if it does, put so much weight into it that you have to take massive action to correct that issue. So if it's going to matter in 5 years, like a lot of things do, because of the compound effect, small things add up to be larger issues or larger successes, then give it the weight that's appropriate. But if it's not going to matter in 5 years, it's the small petty stuff, be diligent about not making it such a big deal. And enjoy where you're at and where you've put yourself. And if you're not happy with your long-term decisions that you've made that have got you there, it's time to shift, pause, reevaluate, and plan for your future. There's no better time to start than now. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this helps you think about where you've become the person that you are and the decisions that have gotten you there, and be proud of that. Be happy and grateful that you were able to get to that point. So you don't just wake up one day as an Iron Man with a nice house and say, oh my gosh, like, how fortunate am I? No, you made the commitment, you made the decision to do those things, and you did the daily activities, daily hard workouts, or daily hard choices and decisions in order to get to that point. But it does take diligence, it takes commitment, and it definitely takes consistency. So, thank you for joining me today. Happy Hump Day.